But it's about 9 weeks in. Well, it'll be about 9 weeks before that actually happens. And one of my goals right now is to get back into the gym and do some serious work because I have been really, really slacking off. And I mean, like all of this past month and probably the last couple of weeks of January. I don't know what it is. And yes, I started baking again. Not a good thing when you're not working out. I haven't gained back everything that I lost, and I do not want to get to that point where I have. So, the short term goal this week is to try to get at least 5 good days in and try to expand from there. Well, expand the workouts, not expand me. And to get a lot more off before I actually make the flight. Not so much because of the flight itself, but because the last time I went, I had a really good time, but I was very keenly aware of the fact that I was not healthy. A lot of flop sweats, a lot of being out of breath and not being able to get to the places I wanted to go in the time I needed to get there. A lot of problems with the knees and the back, which reminds me, I did a virtual physical scan, got a full body scan, a heart scan back in January, and found out some really great news and some not so good news. The great news is the old ticker is doing fantastic. No signs of a bullet in the arteries whatsoever, which for me is a monumental achievement because of the rate of heart disease and other things on both sides of my family. So that's a first. The not so good news was a lot of the things that are going on with my spine and my hips. I used to be a very, very enthusiastic walker. Any place that I couldn't take the bus or take the train, I'd walk. Because I figured it's great exercise and why not just save your cab fare? But I am getting along in age, so I have to really watch myself. So there's issues there that I'll have to really take into consideration when I get back into the gym, and I've got an appointment to see my doctor and to find out more about what I need to do to take care of that. Weight loss will help, absolutely, but I really have gotten more than a little tired of a lot of the diagnoses where people just take one look and go, oh, you lose weight and all that stuff will go away. And it's like, no, part of it will, but a lot of this is related to just wear and tear and, well, the human body's parts aren't something you can go to Costco and pick up, when you go to get your 30 pounds of cheese and your 18 pounds of chicken breast. So I'll just have to take it easy and, bear that in mind, all the things that are going on. But let's see what else is going on. Oh, yes, almost forgot. This week is the final week they go into the executive board at work to get a feel for what they need to do in terms of recently announced voluntary and involuntary separations. Yay. Not to mention my furlough days start next month. We found out this past month that everyone at my workplace is going to have to take a mandatory 5 days off without pay. And that started actually day before yesterday. I mean, it was that soon. But the good thing about the place where I work is that they're really, really diligent about trying to find cost-cutting measures that make cutting people's jobs out like the very, very last resort, which is not true for a lot of places. You walk in one day and security's waiting for you by your desk. Mr. So-and-so, your services are no longer needed. Thank you and good night. But Yeah, we've not had that experience so far, and I've got my fingers and everything else crossed, hoping that our section is one of the few, the proud, the people that won't have to worry about a lot of cuts. I mean, we've cut our budget down to the bare bones, basically, and so far there's been no voluntary separations, and we're hoping there'll be no involuntary separations as well. So that's like a suspense thriller, you know, who will be left standing by the time they implement their plans to shore up the budget shortfall that they've experienced. But there's that in the works, and let's see what else. Basically, I can't think of anything right now. Those are the two major things. But that's going to be it for the update right now. I'd like to go into more about the move and other things, but there's plenty of time, and I'm sure that as I do more of these recaps and updates and stuff, I'll be integrating bits and pieces here and there of what's been going on since we had our bigger move back in September of last year. So, American Idol, almost forgot to mention that. That has been moved this week. It's not Tuesday night, it's Wednesday and Thursday. So if you're setting your DVR, don't forget about that, because I have a tendency to do that myself. It's like, okay, I set this for this night, so how come the show's not on here? But that's it for now. I am gonna take a break and get ready to settle in for the Monday viewing evening, which is Chuck 24 and I think it's Chuck 24 and Medium. But hope you all are going to have a good week and that your weekend was great. So I will talk at you some more later on this week when I do the recap. So take care and have a good one.